this guy up.
I know it's a party we've been celebrating for weeks. The new Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, Roy Wilkins, and the new worldwide TV champion, Arik Royal. It's been nothing but a party. I'm so happy. The last time I was this happy is when I got the divorce papers in the mail from my sixth wife. That's how happy I am tonight. But CL, I did make a New Year's resolution. And then I was going to be nicer to you this year.
Shut up!
So I'm going to give you I'm going to put you on the
After long
record.
deliberation, mind you. Long deliberation.
Well, thank you.
Twitter's going to blow up because you're going to get the opportunity to ask and interview the new Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion. The first person ever to get to ask the champ an interview question.
The champ, he's right there! He's the champ!
I guess my question is, how are you the new champion when you didn't even beat the current champion, Trevor Lee?
What kind of question is that?
That's what everybody wants to know.
Nobody wants to know that. Nobody want to know what kind of new shoes he got.
No.
They want to know how was Hawaii. We in Hawaii.
That's strike one.
Look, I tell you what,
strike one.
obviously you're not a good investigative reporter, so I'm going to break it. Once again, I'll give you a chance. We're going to blow Twitter up just for you. We're going to give you an exclusive. You're the first person to get it, okay? Roy Wilkins, as the new Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, is going to prove not only is he better than Trevor Lee as a champ, but the greatest champion of all time. How, you might ask? We're going to continue Trevor's no time limit because nobody can beat Roy, but we're going to one-up it. Roy Wilkins is only going to defend this championship against other champions. We don't want losers in the ring. We want champions in the ring.
Way up here.
I went on the phone. I talked to Danny at AAW in Chicago. I said, send your champ down here. Roy will face him. I called the other promoter in PWG in LA and I said, send your champion here to Gibsonville and face Roy Wilkins for the Mid-Atlantic Championship. I even called Dave Prazak in Chicago. I said, send your women's champion down here. We'll fight her too. As long as you're a champ, you get a shot at the real champ, Roy Wilkins. That's your exclusive. But I'm not going to spoil it. You're all going to find out the surprise. I saw it far and wide, and you're going to be surprised who answered that call.
Well, there you have it, folks. Straight from the coach's big mouth. I guess we'll find
I'm different, yeah, I'm different, I'm different, everybody hot shit, lukewarm. Tell us how to bust another up and Luke going. Got a friend for the president
And his opponent,
feel good, but
from North Carolina,
I'm so good, it's a bad hand. Sick, boy, you got a bad hand. Yeah, you got a wrong, no man, a bad hand. You ain't going nowhere like a bad man. No, we gotta do it. Look back at it. Look back at it. Look back at it. Grab it on the duck, not it. I ain't so at it. I ain't so at it. I'm different, yeah, I'm
Get out of the corners.
The bell hasn't rung yet. What do you expect me to do? Jump him? That's just wrong. Blow yourself up. At least give me a fight.
No, take your time. I'll fight you just whenever. That's fine.
I'm wearing blue on. Peter Pan doesn't wear blue.
Actually, the book doesn't specify, so hot. It's called imagination, sir.
Go to Disney.
It's called imagination.
You know, honey, you got a shirt.
Come on, Chet. All right. I've been waiting for this all.
Hey, quiet. Hey. No, hasn't sounded yet. I want to let everybody know.
What you scared of?
New T-shirt available. Get yours at the merch stand. My dad's selling it for $2 any size. Hey, Chet, you look like a man of high fashion. I'll bet you want one of these, don't you? Chet Sterling wants a T-shirt. Chet Sterling wants a T-shirt. Everyone wants a T-shirt. This is a high-quality T-shirt. And $20. You know what? I'm going to deal with $18. You want this shirt? You know $18.
I'll give you $5 to stop asking me to buy your shirt. Like, I'm not buying that thing. And look at it.
I'm a very shrewd and practical businessman. You're getting this shirt whether you like it or not.
And Ethan Sharpe jumping Chet Sterling at the bell. We're getting a quick start to this thing. Cecil Scott in the booth here with my man, Smith Garrett. New year, new us, brother.
Brother, I'm excited to be here. New Year's Knockout. We are here live at the CWF Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, and we're starting it off, like you said, starting off this new year hot with someone who has completely turned a corner as of late, shown an increasingly aggressive attitude in Ethan Alexander, Sharpe, Edgar Allan Poe, something. All I know is he was hawking a new T-shirt before the match against a perennial favorite in Chet Sterling.
Yeah, a man who's got a #1 contendership in his back pocket, no less. The Weaver Cup winner. Chet Sterling starting out hot here. We got a quick cover. And Ethan Sharpe, like you said, Amanda has really turned a corner, and not a bad looking T-shirt if we're being honest with each other. Nice jackknife pin.
We must have different fashion senses. It had too many sleeves for me, but that's just my thing.
And we got a backslide. I mean, we can't all like the gun show like you do, brother. Oklahoma roll. Man, Chet Sterling, that's about 4 or 5 quick pin attempts.
You know, honestly, when you're looking up and down the East Coast, in the Mid-Atlantic, even across the nation, honestly, it's hard to find many other athletes that have as many qualities across the board that they mark as high on as Chet Sterling. Woo. As far as quickness, strength for his body size, knowledge, and know-how in the ring, Chet honestly got the entire package.
And not to mention, incredible endurance and heart.
The guy honestly has another gear and he doesn't get tired. He really doesn't. I've been in the ring against him. I've been in the ring as a teammate of his. He does not get tired. This guy can go and go all night.
And we see that's another quick pin attempt. Smith Garrett, is it something you think about starting off the brand new year to get that big victory? you know, he's going for these pin attempts very quickly. Do you just kind of want to go and get that W in your belt?
You know, it's a great way to start off the new year, or he may just want to end it quickly because he had too much of a Christmas feast. I don't know. We just don't know. But Chet is honestly, but Chet's honestly, he's got that presence of mind, and he knows when to take advantage of an opportunity in the ring. And he's great at creating those opportunities through these quick pin scenarios because he is so quick in the ring.
Speaking of taking opportunities, we saw Ethan Sharpe go to the throat there. And in this January cold, it has been frigid here in North Carolina.
They're calling for snow this week.
And we both know from our days in the ring, when it gets really cold, it is really hard to get your breath in that ring.
It makes it more difficult to breathe. It takes longer for your muscles to tighten up, to loosen up. They stay tight on you longer. Your body just doesn't react the way that it normally would in a normal temperature situation. And honestly, right now it's about 22 degrees outside, so it's a little chilly in here.
Thankfully, I never had muscle, so that wasn't a problem for me.
We can guess that.
And Ethan Sharpe, he weathered that storm from Chet Sterling early on in this thing and has really turned this thing around. You know, and it's Ethan Sharpe a year and a half ago, he would go to that rope and waste a lot of time.
That's a good point.
Showboating.
That's a good point.
And he went for it quick there.
You know, it took him a little while, but he's starting to get some in-ring experience. He's starting to understand what it takes to actually learn to put opponents away in the ring. And that's one thing I've noticed from Ethan as of lately. He doesn't waste time, like you said, like he used to. He's more aggressive. He's more on the ball. He doesn't lose focus as much.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that, you know, he had some success. He had a few great matches that people didn't expect him to have. And something always clicks in your brain. Like, when you came here, you were a cocky prick, too. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
But you turned a corner and became beloved. You weren't a popular guy to start with. I'm just being real with you.
That hurts my feelings, Cecil, but honestly, it's true. But
oh my God!
Ethan has completely decapitated Chet on that vicious lariat, and he may be out.
And Ethan came hard with that clothesline from out of nowhere. And Chet Sterling, I don't think knows what hit him right now. And this is a guy still recovering from that grueling battle with Brad Attitude at Battlecade.
That was insane.
And that might be another reason he's going for those quick pins. He ate that loss at Battlecade.
That's a really good point. And not only was it a loss, like you said, it was a hard-fought battle. It was a physical match. His body still has to be wrecked with just, very tight and just joints that are in pain all the time.
And I should point out, these two actually had a great match back in the Weaver Cup semifinals. Ethan Sharpe nearly got the biggest win of his career there.
Right.
Almost ended up in the Weaver Cup finals legitimately this time.
You know, we talk about how important wins are for a wrestler's psyche and his confidence. You know, let's not pretend that when you can find yourself hanging in a match with really one of the best that this promotion has to offer. You know, you may have come up on the short end of the stick in that match, but that can give you a ton of confidence, and that can just redirect everything going forward.
I think you and I can both speak to this. Sometimes you gain more from a loss.
Absolutely. You can certainly learn, and you can gain confidence like we were speaking of earlier. And that's exactly what's happened with Ethan.
Yeah, I think a case with Ethan, a long time ago, it was kind of like a manufactured confidence. We didn't know if he really believed what he was saying, but now it seems like he's trying to prove a point and back everything up.
That's what I was going to say. He does have the know-how and the ability now to back it up.
Oh my! Right in that was a smart move.
Very quick with that. There's no defense for that move.
No defense for it, and Chet is uncharacteristically slow on the draw there. And after that initial flurry, this has been all Ethan Alexander Sharpe. I don't know if it's the cold, if it's the new year, or what it is, but Chet Sterling, I wouldn't say he's run out of gas, but he seems to have kind of skipped a gear here. Oh, that was an interesting move, almost a northern lariat on the ropes.
Wow.
We might have a cover here.
Chet might be out.
No, you can speak honestly as adeptly as anyone on this. Chet Sterling is as tough as they come. You've wrestled him?
Sure.
You know how tough he is, what he's made of?
Sure. You know, there are very few people that I've ever met that can handle the kind of punishment, but you see Chet crashing hard on the outside of the ring. And I got to be honest with you, I'm a little surprised. Like I said, Ethan's come a long way, and I'm not taking anything away from him at all. The guy has completely turned a corner and is a different wrestler now than he was this time a year ago. But I'm a little surprised right now that the direction this match is taken.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan Sharpe, he's done an excellent job of slowing this thing down and basically going at his pace. I bring up pace all the time. Whoever dictates pace is usually the most successful. And Chet Sterling is a high-energy guy, and the energy is out of this place right now.
You know, he feeds so much off that energy from within himself and off the crowd. And you can see the crowd. You can hear the crowd starting to get behind him and trying to motivate Chet. And like you said, he does feed off that energy. We'll see what kind of progress he can make off that.
Yeah, he's backed up to his feet. I don't think Ethan Sharpe realizes it.
Yeah, he's wasting
a Piscano on the floor.
Keep talking! Keep talking!
Oh, God.
Keep talking!
Man, Chet Sterling's getting fired up. I think this is what people have been wanting to see out of Chet Sterling, see that fire.
I think Ethan may have woken him up.
Oh, nice. Schoolboy pin, couldn't get the 3 count. Chet Sterling seems to be kicking it into gear here. Oh,
right in the jaw, just a straight right hand.
Going up top. Oh, caught the blockbuster.
That's got to be it.
And got it with the blockbuster. Chet Sterling starting off 2018 with a huge victory over a game Ethan Alexander Sharpe.
Eight minutes and 8 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Chet Sterling.
The Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium is the #1 venue for live pro wrestling in all of the Carolinas. But did you know that you can also rent the Sportatorium for all of your anniversaries, fundraisers, and live pro wrestling birthday parties? Check us out at CWF247.com to find out more about how you can have your events right here at the Sportatorium.
Our next bout tonight is scheduled for singles action. 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. This is
Where's your belt?
And we have got us a grade A Nick Manawa approved Hoss battle here. Big Mike Mars, you would think coming off fresh off the biggest win of his career, but unfortunately coming
right
off
into the biggest loss of his career. You got it. You can see right now Mike Mars has not wasted any time.
Yeah, trying to regain his footing against a man who's decided in 2018 he's going to go it alone here and see what he can do as a singles competitor.
Wow.
Man, Mike Mars did not budge. And Aaron Biggs did not budge. Oh, and Aaron got that big That big frame moving.
Mike Mars bunched that time, but it right back up and in Big Aaron's face.
Oh my God, we got us a fight.
Pure aggression in this, and I'm loving it, Cecil Scott.
Yeah, there's gonna be nothing pretty here. Nothing pretty. Mike Mars, one of the top young prospects. This man, honestly, he had a big loss, but the sky's the limit for this guy.
I like Mike Mars. I like the aggression. Obviously, the size, you can't teach that. The guy's just mean.
Yeah, he's a mean guy.
You just can't teach that.
I mean, he decimated Dirty Daddy in, what, 3 minutes?
3:30 or whatever it was, but it took absolutely no time. Just a huge shock. And Mike Mars, he doesn't have a lot of experience. What, a year in the year in the business, year in the sport? Oh, that might have just pissed Aaron off more than anything.
Yeah,
that's not smart, dude.
There was a time I made the mistake of pissing off Aaron Biggs.
It's not a good call.
No, it's not.
And Mike Mars is finding that out right now.
He's beating Mike Mars like he owes him money in the corner. He might owe him money.
God, I would hate to literally owe Aaron Biggs money and not pay it.
Aaron Biggs, this rampaging beast, a man who's made a lot of effort at getting himself into shape, increase his mobility and his endurance.
I'd make somebody else pay it.
You're trying to think about if you owe him any money, aren't you?
I mean,
you're like doing a mental catalog here. Oh, nice boot.
We went out for drinks that one night. It got blurry. I'm not sure what happened after that.
I mean, he paid his tab, right?
I'm not sure. I paid. Oh, God! Huge Samoa drop from Aaron Biggs.
Man, I'm impressed with Mars kicking out of that.
That was barely a 2 count.
Yeah, Mike Mars, that's probably his stiffest test. He's
back on his feet. Mike Mars is already back on his feet from that huge Samoa drop.
Yes, he is. I was about to say he's not used to fighting men bigger than him, but he has weathered the storm.
Dude, Aaron Biggs hits so hard. You feel he can hit you in the jaw and you feel it in your feet.
Man, what a hard whip.
You saw that. You saw that.
Coming in the corner, Mike Mars. Man, look at that quickness by Mars. Mike Mars showing a lot of agility here.
Mike Mars goes 6'4", 265 pounds, and he just moved like a 200-pound gentleman.
He's no gentleman, trust me. Like a gentleman. You're not a gentleman.
Let's not tell my mom.
Mike Mars, not afraid to make it ugly either if he has to.
That's the thing. He doesn't care about flashy. He doesn't care about pretty. He cares about effective. And you can see it right now against Aaron Biggs. He's got the big man rocking and reeling.
Yeah, I mean, pretty don't always get it done. I mean, not everybody could be an Andrew Everett or a Trevor Lee and have all this finesse. And Biggs, man, he was cooking early in this thing, and he is flat on his back. Man, that was some great elevation. That's some elevation you'd be proud of.
Come on, dude.
Hey, he's 6'4", 280 pounds.
He just gained 20 pounds in the last 45 seconds.
I wasn't listening to you before, so we're off to a great start with this announce team here. He's a big dude is what I'm saying. He's got several pounds on you and your elbow. I don't think he quite has the quads that you have, brother.
Not many people do.
And he has grinded this thing to a halt.
I was about to say he's completely slowed the pace of this match. It's not very often that you see Aaron Biggs being the aggressor when it comes to the pace of the match, but he came out on a house of fire tonight. But like you said, and grinding on the bigger Aaron Biggs right now.
And he's taking the crowd out of it too. It's kind of like if you got a basketball team fast breaking on you the whole time and you go into that full court press, just kills all momentum.
Absolutely.
Biggs got a lot of heart. Does he have the wind right now in this cold January air? And Mars cut him right back off. Good move there. Oh, nice side step of the boot. What in the world, a German? Can you imagine being a German suplex by Aaron Biggs?
Kill you. He would absolutely freaking kill you. Oh my God, right in the jaw. Aaron Biggs,
that's a murder! That's a murder!
God, out of nowhere!
That's a murder! Aaron Biggs with the hugest nest press you'll ever see in your life. Absolutely crushes Mike Mars.
hip. Right. You were like, if this arm's going up on lunch here, the little things that makes you money. It's the little things that make people talk about you. No matter what, it's still gonna hurt.
Ladies, gentlemen, and kids, I'm going to need all you unwashed, uneducated hillbillies to get out of your seats, hit your feet, and make some noise for the hands-down greatest technical wrestler alive today. Now, when you think about sound technicians in the ring, 3 names come to mind: Smith, Gotch, and your new Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, Wilkins. Your champion is accompanied to the ring by the hands-down greatest wrestling mind in all the land, your hero and my hero, the leader of the All-Stars, Coach Gemini. I just have one comment. I noticed we got a special guest here tonight. The person that made the All-Stars Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship belt, top row belts. You did a great job making that belt for Roy. Fantastic. It's the most beautiful belt I've ever seen around the greatest heavyweight champion of all time. But I know you would love to just see more of us walking around the ring talking, because we're so pretty and we're so smart. But it's time to bring a champion out here to face the greatest champion.
Bring him out.
Coach Gemini promised a champion as the challenger tonight. So how about the brand new RGL champion, Lude!
Oh, he's not even a champion himself! Exactly! That's the greatest champion! His belt! Who'd you beat, Lauren? Who'd you beat? Who'd you beat? Nobody. Yeah. Oh, he beat Pancake! Heavyweight championship! You stole it! Right here! Oh, yeah. We'll move this belt when we get ready, Charles. Shine it over. Bring it back!
And we're ready for our main event on CWF Worldwide, and I'm just going to go ahead and point this out and just be very clear. Roy Wilkins is not the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion.
We cannot reiterate that enough.
He's not the champion.
Roy Wilkins is not the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title. He lost to Trevor Lee in a first blood match at Battlecade, and these jerks jumped him and stole Trevor's title and ran out of the front door and hopped into a limo and drove off because they're cowards.
Yeah, this brand new, beautiful Mid-Atlantic Championship belt. Trevor Lee should have been the first person to hold that belt, and he's never even gotten to touch it.
It was stolen from him. It was absolutely stolen from him.
And we've got.
And I mean,
look, I'm not going to take anything away from Cool J. He did just beat Mike Mars
somehow.
He's the RGL champion, and
somehow.
I've always said, people give Cool J a lot of flack. Some of it deserved, some, but he's a guy. He made it through the dojo. He is in this ring. And I always say, if you make it through training and you get booked on shows, you've got something. You've got some degree of toughness. You've got something in you. He's undersized. He might be outgunned. He might be outmatched. But all it takes 3 seconds, Smith Garrett.
I understand what Coach said, that Roy's only going to face champions. Although Roy is not our champion. But come on, Cecil Scott.
Yeah, and again, I'm not going to take anything away from Cool J as a wrestler. But this almost feels like a mockery.
Well, you can see how seriously Roy Wilkins is taking this match.
But if you're
not at all,
right?
None.
But if you're Cool J, even though this isn't officially for the title, you got to treat this like a title match.
It's still an opportunity.
Right? It's Roy Wilkins, who's one of the top guys in this company.
There's not a ton of guys that can say they've pinned or beaten Roy Wilkins. There really isn't.
Right, even the ace, Arik Royal, a guy who rarely loses, could not beat Roy Wilkins on a consistent basis. Trevor Lee has not been able to beat him on a consistent basis.
You've got to be wondering what's going through the mind of Cool J right now. The biggest match of his short and very young career.
And Roy Wilkins, man,
and he's just toying with him.
He is as slick as they come.
Toying with him.
Nice side headlock takeover. Wilkins is as slick as they come. Yeah, I don't think anybody takes away the skill that he has and what a great technician he is.
Charles has got to watch those shoulders. Cool J starting to come up.
Yeah, Cool J might have a little bit of an edge, on the mat there, squirming out of some of these holds.
He's squirmy. That's exactly what Cool J is. He's squirmy.
But his lack of size actually will benefit him in some occasions. Having a hard time getting a good base on that headlock, though.
Yeah, it's just...
It was the right idea, but he just doesn't have the height, and that might be the deciding factor.
Roy Wilkins stands 6'1". Cool J is 5'5". I mean, it's just such the lack of height that's going to hurt him. But this is something. Honestly, let's call it what it is. He's going to have to learn to deal with it because this is something he's going to face in every professional wrestling match he's ever in. Pretty much,
he's never going to be the big man in a match.
No.
And honestly, it's rare for Wilkins to be the big man in a match, but he's got a pronounced advantage here.
I'm still wondering how this got passed and got the okay from the office to let this match happen.
Well, we've talked plenty of times about how much stroke Coach Gemini has, unfortunately. And Wilkins immediately goes to the ropes, and like it or not, it is a smart and legal move. Will he keep it legal throughout this match? He has shown a tendency to not keep it legal no matter who he's facing.
Cool J is quick. God dang it, you got to give that guy credit. He's quick as a hiccup.
I remember he gave Caprice Coleman fits of all people. One of the fastest men in the business.
He really did. Caprice honestly looked like he didn't know what he was in the ring with. I think it shot Caprice Coleman how quick someone else could be compared to him.
Right. Oh, beautiful arm drag. And if I'm Cool J, I kind of think about maybe trying to go low, go to the legs. I saw he was in a position earlier. He could have went for
Cool J's not backing down. I don't mean to cut you off, but Cool J's not backing down. He's really not. You got to admire that.
No, like we said, he knows it's a big opportunity. But I kind of, so far, I mean, Cool J hasn't gotten worked over anything like that. Wilkins has out-wrestled him, But he might be trying to pull Cool J into a false sense of security here. And we've got that goof Jerry Carey back outside. I don't know how he's still speaking.
The only good thing about Jerry Carey is his shoe collection.
Yeah, pretty slick. I'm not crazy about those Florida Gator colors he's wearing right now, but the shoe game is
it's on point.
It's on point. And again to the side headlock goes Wilkins. Cool J,
technically savvy as Roy Wilkins is, he is completely content in working the headlock. Oh. Bowls him over. Just bowls him over.
And effortless. He's got what I'd say a 70-pound, maybe more weight advantage.
It might be more than that. And you can see right there, Roy doesn't take this guy seriously at all.
No, he doesn't.
Really doesn't.
See, this is what Cool J needs to do. Oh, man. He flung himself at Wilkins, but he couldn't take him down. Too much size.
Wilkins just toyed with him.
Cool J was picking up the pace. Oh, he's got him revert. Oh, had him in a dragon sleeper, but couldn't keep it held.
Threw him back into the turnbuckle.
Could not get the leverage. There you go, Cool J with a nice leg lariat. And that's the first time Wilkins has been in trouble in this match.
That was a straight calf kick right to Roy Wilkins' jaw, and he's rocked a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think Wilkins saw that coming. Oh, and the coach.
Oh, come on, coach.
If Wilkins is so confident in what he's doing, why does he need the coach to do that?
I would love to see Roy wrestle one match with no one else ringside. I would love to see it just once.
I mean, he let Arik Royal wrestle half the match for him at Battlecade. He's going to take the easy path. And just like that, Cool J had some momentum, and the coach able to just snuff all of it out. It wasn't anything Wilkins did, it was the coach in the corner. And now Wilkins seems to be picking up the heat a little bit, going for the back. God, what a backbreaker.
You can see Cool J just bend over the knee of Roy Wilkins in a way the body is not supposed to be in.
Cool J's got to summon up a lot of heart. He's really gained the attention of the fans here. They're behind him. He's really got to just dig in deep and find something he doesn't know he has. And we know Wilkins, once he gets going on a body part, he finds a weakness, he's not going to stray from it.
Roy Wilkins is meticulous. He is absolutely meticulous. He's like a surgeon, just dissecting a body part and working it until you can no longer function because that particular body part is in excruciating pain. If he's working the lower back like he is with Cool J, it's going to be hard for Cool J to breathe. And that's not working the back. That's just a shot to the back of the head from Roy Wilkins.
And we know Wilkins, he just doesn't waste any motion. No wasted movement. I always say he works smarter, not harder. He's not going to take any unnecessary risks.
Cool J just can't get anything going. Roy's just staying all over him.
And what happens? Let's just say Cool J just manages to slip past Wilkins here. Are they going to recognize Cool J as the quote-unquote, my Air Bunny quotes are going here, as the Mid-Atlantic champion?
No.
They're just going to clock him and take the belt back.
Yeah. But at the same time, if he does happen to slip past him, the office has to recognize it, and he has to put him in line for a title shot at some point against someone, because Roy Wilkins is at the top of the rung when it comes to talent and to your standing here in this promotion.
And despite the loss at Battlecade, he is still a top contender. But again, I reiterate, it's number 3. Is that hand going to go down? No.
Wow, he's barely able to hang on to it there.
That's some heart, though. A lot of heart from the kid, Cool J.
Cool J trying to get back into it. This crowd is trying to will him into it.
Tried to go for the hip toss, couldn't quite get it. Going to improvise here, flips him over. Lucky flip, got him. That's actually a good move to go to. A man of any size can get that done.
Cool J can hardly move, though. That lower back is just beaten.
Yeah, he's got to really suck it up here. He got a good move there, but man, Wilkins right back up.
Roy Wilkins was still able to get back to his feet first and just right back on the offensive there against Cool J.
Either way, I think Wilkins has found himself in a little bit more of a fight than he thought he would be in.
Well, he toyed around with him. He let Cool J stay in it. And like you said, he found himself in more of a fight than he thought. Cool J's just outmanned at this point. And then, not to mention the fact that there's two other grown men on the outside of the ring against him as well.
Right. Don't know if they have the mental capacity of a grown man out there, but yeah, it's two sneaky individuals.
Give it up! Give it up, Cool J!
I don't foresee Cool J giving up. I really don't.
No, not in a match like this. I'd be surprised if he does. But he's probably gonna wish he could.
You know, some of his offense is just so unorthodox. You honestly don't know where it's coming from. That can really work to his advantage a lot of the times.
If he can get it going.
He can crash and burn us.
Oh my gosh. Wilkins is smooth as silk.
He really is.
Oh, yeah. You bastard!
Oh, figure four leg lock. Figure four leg lock.
And he's got it locked in.
Straight away from the back.
Right in the middle of the ring. I don't think Cool J can. I don't think he can drag Roy to the rope so he can grab it. I think he's in trouble. We might see at the end of the match.
Oh, and look at that from the outside. Cool J
doesn't see it.
Even if he wanted to reverse this thing, the coach is right there. I don't know if and look at the coach again.
The ref's got Charles.
But Cool J, he's got to find a way to reverse this. I don't know if he has the lower body strength here. Charles, turn around, brother.
Charles, you got to turn.
Hey, caught him. Man, Charles is lit over there. And Cool J, the back's hurt. Now the legs are out. That may take away every bit of offensive power he has.
Well, considering his offense is based around his explosiveness, his athleticism, his jumping ability, you're not going to be able to jump at all when your back and your legs are wrecked.
Right. Man, he's still fighting, though. I'm going to give him a lot of credit. He's still fighting. He's going to throw hands now. There you go.
Just to the body, going to the body.
There you go. Got to throw hands if you got to. Just fight. Not moving as fast as he normally would. Oh, my God. Beautiful defensive move by Wilkins. Wow. Might be setting up for the most graceful shining wizard in pro wrestling today.
Look out.
Oh, Cool J moved.
He moved. Cool J's able to move.
Oh, Wilkins. Wilkins got the feet. Cool J, man, he thought he had him, but Wilkins was a step ahead.
Roy Wilkins is so... Oh, my God. Cool J bounced off the apron.
You know, Larry Zbyszko used to talk about the human game of chess, and Wilkins plays it better than anybody.
He's a master. He's an absolute master.
It looked like, for all intents and purposes, Cool J was about to get something going. Wilkins, it's almost like he saw it. He knew that Cool J could have done that, and he was ready for it.
Roy Wilkins is always 2 moves ahead of what you're planning. He knows what you're planning, and he knows the defense to that, and he's going to execute it perfectly.
And he might just be content to take this count out here. He's catching his breath.
I think Cool J's starting to stir a little bit.
See his hands. Yep.
He's only got a few seconds to beat the count and get back in the ring before the ref hits 10.
Charles is up to 8.
He's got to get in the ring. Whoa. Wow. That was close.
Wilkins looks a little surprised.
Wilkins is shocked. Let's call it what it is. Wilkins is shocked.
Yeah, he was content to take this count out and just be done with it. Oh, my God.
Just more abuse to the back. Wilkins is relentless. He is absolutely relentless.
And I wonder if this is just an attempt to embarrass this kid now. Like, oh, you just lost by count out.
Right.
You know, you couldn't even get back in the ring.
Well, notice he threw him in the direction of the coach and Jerry Carey.
Yeah, just in case he tries to get back in, you know. And listen to the crowd come up for Cool J.
They're getting into it, and they want to see this young man upset. Roy Wilkins.
I mean, sports fans and wrestling fans love a good underdog story.
Oh my God, just drives his back into the ring. There's no give on that at all.
No, there's not. But you got to get to a point, when does Wilkins stop playing around and just go ahead and try to end this thing? Or has he already? Like, he went for his big move with the Shining Wizard. He went for the figure 4. But he is still taking a lot of time.
That's a good point. Like you said, nothing that Roy Wilkins has thrown at Cool J has really finished him off just yet.
Right. Cool J keeps finding a way to, like we said earlier, just squirm out of the situation. Look at Cool J getting back up.
Right now you see Roy distracted. And that allows Cool J to make it back into the ring, possibly.
Yeah, fan of the crowd. He just was focused on that. Cool J got right back in. Man, I think Wilkins is ready to end this thing. Look at Cool J snapped him on the top rope.
You talk about defensive maneuvers. That was one from Cool J right there.
Yeah, really good one too. Oh my God, what a drop kick. He said Wilkins now shot.
What is Cool J doing? What is he doing?
Oh, damn it, Coach Jerry Carey out there grabbing the feet. Oh my God! Oh my God! Cool took a header in the front row. I don't know how much of that Wilkins took, but Cool J may have wiped himself out.
He's back on his feet. He's getting in the ring.
My goodness!
Holy crap!
Oh, whoa, he went for Jerry Carey.
Again! He did it again! Holy crap!
Cool J again launches every bit of his soul and his being into the would-be heavyweight champion, Roy Wilkins.
You've got to be kidding me.
If there's ever a moment where you can put yourself on the map, and if you can become famous, Cool J is trying to seize that moment right now. He's got Wilkins back in the ring.
He has to capitalize. He's putting together his biggest string of offensive maneuvers this match. He has got to capitalize, and right now, Cool J's going to the top. What has he got in store for Roy Wilkins?
Cool J coming off huge missile drop kick. He's got to go for the cover. He's got to suck it up. He's got to fight it within him to make this cover.
He landed hard on that missile drop kick in 7. He's taken a lot of abuse. He just cannot capitalize to make the cover. Covering kid, come on!
And Wilkins is stirring. And what started out as a joke has turned into a war here in the Sportatorium. Cool J, you can't look at the crowd. You got to get it done.
This is your chance, kid. Put together. Come on. What's he
to the corner? Shiranui. Yeah, the slice bread, the Shiranui. Couldn't get it. Wilkins able to counter.
Roy blocked it. Just too big and too strong for Cool J to deal with. He was able to block it.
Oh, my Wasteland. Wasteland slams it right in the middle of the ring.
He stuck him. He absolutely stuck him.
Wilkins, man, if I'm Wilkins, I would have went for a cover there. Don't give this kid any more room to breathe.
Absolutely. What a showing from Cool J. Showing how much heart he really does have.
Win, lose, or draw here. I think Cool J has really silenced a lot of doubters here on the 7th inning stretch. He's got it hooked. That's it. That's the pet hold of Roy Wilkins, that 7th inning stretch. Does Cool J still have it in him?
There's nowhere for Cool J to go. There's absolutely. He's trying to power out. You've got to be kidding me.
He's going to get to the ropes. He's going to get to the ropes. He got to the rope. Wilkins let it go. Is he going to reapply it?
Right back to the hole. Right back to the hole.
That's smart.
Oh my God, he's almost got him doubled over. He's almost got him doubled over. There's no
So much torque on the knees and on the back. Cool J is so close to the ropes, yet so far away. Does he have one more burst of adrenaline in him?
Their fans literally standing on their feet in the sportatorium, wanting Cool J to get to the ropes one more time and continue this fight to Roy Wilkins.
Oh my God, Cool J again powered up.
To be kidding me.
Oh, he ran out of gas.
To be kidding me.
He got to the ropes. Cool J trying his best to get out of this hole.
Oh my God, he put him over the ropes.
Oh my goodness, gonna skin the cat back in. Man, Cool J, I don't know how he has anything left in him.
I'm at an absolute loss for words from what we're seeing from Cool J tonight.
It's rare that you see a star-making performance. Someone that you don't think about. Someone that's on the bottom of the totem pole rise to the top. Cool J gonna fly here from the top.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
He just took himself and Roy out with that one.
Cool J is throwing everything he's got. He knows he may not have another chance. Opportunities don't come along every day, and sometimes you got to throw everything into the wind to take them.
This is absurd. This is absolutely absurd.
And Cool J rolling Wilkins back in.
I don't think Wilkins knows where he is right now. I really don't. Wilkins is absolutely in trouble right now. Cool J may be about to pull off one of the biggest upsets I've ever seen.
Yeah, this would easily be the biggest upset in CWF history.
Absolutely.
Gonna try it again. Shiranui. Caught it. He hit it. That time he hit it. Can he roll him over? Can he roll him? Oh, damn it, the coach.
Come on.
This is ridiculous.
You've got to be kidding me.
I think Cool J had this thing. Man, Charles, get these guys out of here. Oh, watch out from behind.
He's got to turn around.
Orangatowee, he's stuck in. Wilkins got him with the Orangatowee. And Cool J had no idea it was coming. Man, that might be it. That might have been the last gasp.
I swear I think Cool J had him beat. And this crowd thinks Cool J had him beat.
Alphamari water slide coming up.
Oh no.
No, again just slams him.
That's it. That's got to be it.
Daddy got him. Man, it took Jerry Carey. It took the coach. It took the best technical wrestler in CWF today. But Cool J, in a defeat, nearly became the man. And his stock just shot through the roof.
22 minutes and 53 seconds.
Roy Wilkins, the man who would be champion.
Still Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion.
The man who would be champion still holds on to that championship. And we have to wonder, where is Trevor Lee?